everyone, how's it going? It's Katerina here. I hope you had wonderful holidays. Even though the season is now over, I still wanted to make a video about what Tokyo is like during Christmas and New Year, because I have to tell you, it's beautiful. Christmas season in Japan has very little of its original meaning, at least that's what I thought. But the decorations and illumination lights are not a joke, and people here love illumination. And this year I visited 3 especially popular areas, and right now we are in Omotesando, Tokyo's one of the most fashionable streets, packed with famous brand shops and fancy places to eat. And every year the trees lining the street get decorated with millions of lights, and sometimes I wonder how much electricity does it all use. 大丈夫かな? Moving on to Tokyo Tower. He got into Tokyo Tower right now. We are changing here at Kasumigaseki. So see you soon when we're outside. Stop shaking. What fun it is to ride in a... So here's my sister, Tokyo Tower. Looks pretty good. But we're gonna go and climb it up.
Nope.
See you soon. Since the new Tokyo Sky Tree was built in 2012, Tokyo Tower is no longer the tallest artificial structure in Japan, but it's still just as beautiful, as you can see. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. And since we went there on the Christmas day, on the actual Christmas day, there were so many people, and I'm sorry, I really wanted to climb it up, but it was impossible. So we couldn't get inside because you have to wait for at least an hour just to get inside, which to me seems like a waste of Christmas time. So we're gonna go to Roppongi and see if we have any luck there. Bye Tokyo Tower. I wanted to see the world from the top, but... And finally, Roppongi Hills, another famous luxurious shopping area, and also clubbing too. Not bad at all. And wait for it. Look at what we can see in the background. Yep, that's our friend Tokyo Tower. Hello, Tokyo Tower. 明けましておめでとうございます is the phrase people say to each other once the new year arrives, which literally means something like congratulations on the dawn of the new year. So Happy New Year, everyone! So this year at midnight we decided to visit some of the small shrines we have in the neighborhood, to make some wishes and also to buy omikuji. Omikuji is a fortune prediction written on a small piece of paper, and by the way, I had chukichi this year, which is neither super good nor bad, well, something in the middle. Meh. I have to say, the New Year celebration in Japan is so dignified and calm compared to the crazy and spectacular New Year we usually have in Russia. And I'm talking about the great family feasts, countdowns, tons of fireworks, people running around screaming Happy New Year to each other. You're not gonna see anything like this in Japan. Right after the calendar hits January 1st, people go to some shrines and temples for Hatsumode, and then once they're done, usually they just go to sleep, pretty much like on any other normal day. But hey, look at this line. I didn't even bother to line up. I hate lining up. And Japan is all about organized lines of people. And don't even dream about cutting in. We arrived to Meiji Jingu, and now we're gonna go Hatsumode. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So next day wasn't any better. There were still crazy tons of people, but I was determined to wait until the end. This time I was going to line up and do my first Hatsumode. Wait a second. Hatsu already means first, so it's gonna be like first? Ah, never mind. By the way, anyone still playing Pokemon Go? No one? No? Oh, okay. Anyway, going back to New Year, while casually catching some Pokemon, we are on our way to Meiji Jingu or Meiji Shrine, which is a shrine dedicated to Emperor Meiji and his wife. And here you can see how organized Japanese people are. There are two separate lines for people going in and people going out. Anyway, as we were getting closer and closer to the actual Hatsumode spot, the amount of people was increasing. And boom, suddenly it's a crowd. So overall we had to wait for about an hour, and while waiting I was talking to some Italian girls who were visiting Tokyo for the first time, so the wait time wasn't that boring. So now the actual Hatsumode. You're supposed to toss a coin and then clap your hands twice and make a wish. And by the way, here I'm throwing 5 yen coin, which is believed to bring fortune. I am prepared. Anyway, at least I think that's how you do it. Please someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I guess how you do it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you do it. And finally, the purification ritual. Now, when I was editing this video, I decided to check if I was actually doing it the right way. And then I found out that you're actually supposed to do the water thing before you go to the altar. So I'm not going to comment on what I'm doing here because I'm probably doing it wrong again. I'm sorry, I'm just a gaijin. 申し訳ございませんでした. Anyway, the idea here is just to wash away any impurities both in your body and in your mind. Okay, that's about all I wanted to show to you today. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe if you did and stay tuned for more soon. See you! Mata ne!